Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the final part because I don't really want to talk about it, but I guess we gotta kind of have to because it's major in sports right now, and the shit hurts my heart. And notice that my cup's getting a little low, so that means I've had a lot to drink, and I'm about to let my emotions take the best of me right now.
Don't get emotional, dog. Don't get emotional, dog.
This one's gonna hurt him. This one's gonna hurt him, Monk. He has to do it.
Let me go into it. I've been a Heat fan since Tim Hardaway, Ronnie Cycli, since oh my God, since Tim Hardaway,
Chi-Town.
We try to tell you, man. We everywhere.
Ronnie Cycli, since Dan Marley made his appearance down there, since Steve Smith, Eddie Jones, like I've been a Heat fan since Jordan was coming down there and busting our ass for 50 points. Like I've been a Heat fan since Jordan was beating us so bad we retired 23 for the Heat.
Good point.
That's how long of a Heat fan I've been. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, we ran out of gas. Like we didn't have enough bullets to throw at the King. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a LeBron hater because I'm not. I appreciate greatness. Yeah, I don't appreciate his comparison to Jordan because I feel like he's third in line for that comparison. But that's not what this discussion is about. So first and foremost, let me say congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers on their 17th NBA championship. I want to say. Baby. So congratulations to the LA Lakers and all their fans, the Buss family, Magic Johnson, who really put that team together, but we ain't gonna mention all that. But
interesting.
Congratulations to all the Lakers and all their fans. Like it was a hard-fought victory. First of all, y'all wasn't gonna sweep us. Let's keep it a whole 100. But congratulations to the whole Lakers family. Now, with the Heat, we got an opportunity to probably go get another bullet, a grenade to add to this whole Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, but it has to be somebody who fits into wanting to be a dog. Like you gotta so with the big three, LeBron kind of changed the atmosphere of Miami. Like he made Miami public because Miami is flashing lights, pretty girls, clubs, cocaine. Like Miami's the designer drug of drugs. And that's what LeBron made. That's what he brought to light. Like he brought in that designer lifestyle.
You know where I'm going. Do you know where I'm going with this, right, nephew? I thought they called it Wade County. I thought it was a young Chicago brother. I thought it was a young brother from Chi-Town.
That's very true. That's very true. Let me take it back.
Okay.
Let me retract it.
I told you he's everywhere, Chris. We tried to.
Let me retract it.
Did he not bring that chip?
Oh, you're right. Matter of fact, there's very few times where I will retract a statement, but this is one. Wade County. 100%. It's Wade County. First and foremost, to Wayne Wade. Hey, I tip my hat to you. It is Wade County. I even claimed you more than Walt did. I said you were ours. So Wade County to the fullest.
You've been trying to steal him. I played against him in high school.
That's a fact. I did try to steal him.
You've been trying to steal him forever.
It is Wade County. It is Wade County to the end. And LeBron can't. Matter of fact, this speaks to almost Jimmy Butler. When Wade came down, he had a semi-decent Shaq. And he brought in that hard work ethic and that dog mentality, and they beat you up for a championship. LeBron came in, it was more flashy, it's more bright lights and cameras and everything, and the bright lights brought us 2 championships. Then Jimmy Buckets came in, and the Chicago way kind of came back in. It brought back in that dog mentality. And honestly, I prefer this this whole dog. I'm here to work. We ain't gotta shake hands. We ain't gotta be best friends. We ain't gotta do nothing. I'm here to work. After we done working, you can go your way. I can go my way. So whoever Miami brings in, because honestly, you got the money to do it. It has to be somebody that's going to fit Jimmy Butler's style of playing, because it didn't work in Philadelphia, which honestly it should have. It didn't work wherever it didn't work in Chicago, and honestly it should have. It should have worked out better.
Our window closed in Chicago. We can touch the Chicago window. Why it didn't work? That was the window. That was the window that closed. Oh, and we also had to deal with Miami. Is really what it was. But our window closed quickly with that knee.
Oh yeah, man.
So this was not. I'm glad Chris, did that, because I also want to offer my apologies to Laker Nation. I want to congratulate y'all, because I didn't give y'all a shot to even come out the West. So
I didn't either.
Respect to LeBron. It's well documented how I feel about LeBron James. I bought his jersey in 2003. I've always been a fan. I just didn't like them 4 years in Miami. I couldn't stand it. I didn't like anything about that.
I don't know why.
Well,
LeBron has been
that was our best shot to win a title, and he kept just taking it from us. I'm still mad about 2011. That three-pointer he came down and hit in Game 3 was just cold-blooded in Chicago. Because I was that's what the hatred was. It was a pure, that was our rival. It had nothing to do with his skill set, the type of player he is, the type of human being he is, the type of man he is. It's just he had on the wrong black, white, and red, and I could not stand him. I haven't even you've kept me under control. I haven't even let an MF out. That's how I noticed it. That's all it was.
This gonna get you picked up. Picked up. You're very professional tonight.
Yeah, I think it's been me. It's been the reason why it's taking us so long. I think it's been my fault. But I want to give a shout out.
These young boys clean up real nice. They know how to act.
For real. We all it took was Unc to get on the show, But I do want to shout out to Laker fans, and there's nothing to be taken away, and that's going to actually lead us into our topic, because Unc brought this up to me before the show, and I want to definitely let him lead in. I don't want to take anything away from him. The one caveat I will say to help Chris Turner feel a little bit better about this series, the series is 2-2 when Bam Adebayo played. That's all I'm going to say. So with that being said, series was, it was 2-1. Yeah. So when Bam played, it was a different series. Outside of Game 6, they just got the break speed off.
Yeah. Ran out of gas, man. Ran out of gas.
They just,
ran out of gas.
But that takes nothing away. I just want to let it be known that Chris is right. They're a piece away. But what I want to touch to is to you and what you brought up, and this is why we were talking about this. He brought up a good point. He had shown me a Scottie Pippen article where Scottie had talked about basically the whole experience and what he had said about the bubble. And Scottie Pippen basically said the bubble was not real NBA basketball. And I wanted to give Unc the floor, and that was really kind of going to be the topic. I knew Chris was going to have to say what he had said. I knew that one hurt him with Miami, and I think that was right for you to do what you did. That was, like I said, we're being real respectful tonight. I don't know how that.
It'll change next show. I might
have to just go chug. You know what?
Hey, it makes you more versatile. You're coming off with versatility now.
I'm gonna have to actually have a shot since LeBron got his 4th title. But Unc, I want to give you the floor to kind of, your thoughts about that, but then also into our topic. Was this the real NBA playoffs? What, and kind of let you kind of lead us into it, man. Go ahead while I take this shot.
Right.
LeBron.
So Scottie Pippen said, basically he said the bubble championship wasn't a real NBA championship for several things. He said, he's like, you don't have to travel, and, you don't have to go into opposing arenas. You don't have to do some of the vigors of the game. And he tried to say that belittled this championship in the bubble, right? And my point is, a couple of points, but you don't got home court advantage either, right? In the bubble, It's neutral. So you can't feed off your fans. Just like you ain't got nobody over there, saying crazy stuff to the dudes behind the bench. You don't have that energy of your own fans. So your mental's got to be more locked in, arguably, than any other NBA championship. And then my other thing about it is that the second three-peat Bulls. Imagine Dennis Rodman in the bubble. What is Dennis Rodman gonna do in the bubble?
Do you think
Dennis
he would have
Rodman is
stayed?
making it?
No.
Hell no.
No.
That might be the one that gets picked up by a sponsor right there. I was waiting. He dropped that on me 4 days ago. I was like, I can't wait for him to say that in this show.
Hey,
He's so on point. And has anybody in the world of sports said that?
that makes so much sense.
He's the only person I've heard say that.
Much sense. Like, I couldn't imagine you got that second three-peat Bulls, and you got Dennis Rodman, who's been messing with Madonna, Carmen Electra, flying off to Vegas. You got him sitting in this room by himself all day, all night.
Bro. It's not going to happen.
Oh.
Dennis Rodman is not going to get busted with one girl, and he's not going to have just one in his room.
No.
Hey.
Oh.
That's a reality show in itself. The COVID adventures of Dennis Rodman.
Oh,
Jesus.
my goodness.
I've never thought of that.
Hey.
Dude,
He hit it on the head, man.
I have genuinely
do it.
never thought of that. Like Dennis Rodman in the bubble with nothing.
No.
Just nothing.
No, not even close. Not even close. Now that you're thinking in those terms, what about Charles Barkley, buck wild self, in the bubble? If Barkley would be there, Shaq would be there. What's your boy used to play for Utah with
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone? It'd be 5'9", 25 fights. Everybody fighting in the bubble.
Jeez.
Hey, it'd have been like 20 lemon pepper loos.
You right.
Hey, could you imagine Allen Iverson in the bubble?
No.
I ain't standing in nobody's bubble. Not gonna happen, man. These dudes wouldn't have had the mental toughness to do what these cats did, man.
When he broke this down to me when we were talking before this show, I said
It makes so much sense.
like I want to tell you this. I actually said this on the show because we were talking about early when the Clippers and the Lakers were the teams that were going to opt out and not play. Like they were like, we're just not going to play. And remember, and Chris, you'll remember, I literally said this. I said, LeBron James, if he wins or if he loses, it's going to be a damned if he does and a damned if he doesn't.
Yeah.
No matter the way it played out. And it's funny because I've already seen the memes. Like, I understand. I didn't see the whole speech. I just saw the quote. I just want my damn respect.
Yep.
Like LeBron, I want to personally tell you, as a basketball passionate fan who loves the game, I have not only respected, but I have loved you as a basketball player since you were 15 years old, bro. When I first saw you on ESPN, I said, "Oh, this dude is something. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life." So I'm gonna put that out there and that energy. But I want to put that out there. I always need to do this with LeBron because people think I hate LeBron. I love LeBron James. I have LeBron James merchandise. I think the guy's fantastic. He's the closest thing we've had to a major figure being out there the way he is. Like it's Ali-ish, okay? Like it ain't Ali, but it's like that pinnacle of a guy to be that outspoken about things about our community. Oh, yeah. It's like him. It's close to Russell. It's close to Kareem. Like and that's why Kareem adores him. And Kareem said some good words about him, I think, recently.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But look, it starts before the bubble.
But those 4 rings, though, I'm gonna finish off. Keep your thought. Don't lose it. But this is why he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't. Because you have to look at LeBron James's 4 rings. And I actually feel bad for the guy because when you look at his 4 rings,
They got asterisks.
2 of them have asterisks on them. And
Yep.
they're asterisks that are not his fault. He didn't tell the league to lock out. LeBron was making money. That wasn't his fault. They played 6. He has 2 rings where there's only 66 games played, 65 games played. And that's why he's like, I want my respect. And I think putting the emphasis, and I agree with you, I think this one kind of washes away the first title. Everybody was like, the lockout. No, this was harder to do because I agree for a fact. Like, I mean, it's Disney World with grown-ass men that make tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
like you hit it on the head. Like Michael, do you think Michael Jordan? But could Michael Jordan have stayed in the bubble? And I love
Hell
it.
no. He wouldn't have stayed in the bubble either. He'd have been somewhere gambling. He left. What was it? New York. He went to Atlantic City overnight and came back for the next day playoff game.
Hey, Mike told us. He told us in the Last Dance. Phil knew what time it was. Phil knew we needed this goal. Ron, get your ass in this car.
Hey, listen.
Let me.
Bubble does not work back in them days. In the second.
No.
It would have been no season. They would have been like, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, wouldn't have done it because dudes now like each other. Like they want to play on each other's team. They want to be around each other. They, all right, we're going to get on when our contracts are up. But back then, dudes didn't like each other at all.
Oh, can you imagine Charles Oakley like in this bubble and he just got into a fight?
Oh my God.
Anthony Mason and them, the whole New York
the whole team.
What about Sean Kemp and Gary Payton?
Oh God!
You think Sean Kemp? There ain't no way Sean Kemp could have stayed in the bubble. Shout out Sean Kemp.
And he know where your room. Sean Kemp know where your room at, and you just fouled him hard during the game. Come on, man.
Forget that. Sean Kemp was a ladies' man. Ain't no way Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was quietly Dennis Rodman without the hair cover.
True.
Sean Kemp was up in the Northwest. Shouts out him and GP. They was getting down out there, man. So
had a busload of them.
That's why I wanted him to open it up because I wanted to give the Lakers that credit because they deserve that. Hit it on the head perfectly. Like,
what about a young Kevin Garnett? What about a young Kevin Garnett?
He already said there's no way he could have did it because he just said it didn't have nothing to do with staying in. He was like, dude, my mouth and the way I talk, like the microphones would have picked everything up I said without 19,000 people around. I couldn't have been Kevin Garnett. They would have fined me. He probably wouldn't have made no money. He would have lost all his money and contramental game misconduct, shit, cursing, calling people B words and talking about people. Oh, yeah. I mean, he told what did he say to Carmelo about Lala? I mean, this dude is crazy.
I wouldn't say it, but he went hard on. He went
hard on Carmelo. And once again, Chris, that just brings us to the point. This is what Chicago is all about. We will do whatever it takes to win. You understand what I'm saying? We'll get the done. Chi-Town will always come into a conversation. always when it comes, especially basketball.
Allow me to go back on what I said because Unc, you and it's rare that this happens because I'm stubborn. Like I'm gonna go to my casket wrong. Like I'm gonna live and die with the lie. That's my motto. I'm gonna live and die with the lie. But today I'm going to go back because on the original show I said that if he wins, like it deserves an asterisk, and it doesn't. Like to think, like here's the thing. Orlando, Florida, all right, some of the best golfing in the country outside of California.
Love Orlando.
Outside of California is some of the best golfing in the country. So automatically, Jordan's gone.
Bye-bye.
Okay? So we'll take that out. Orlando. Outside of and there's only a handful of states, but Orlando has some of the most beautiful women in the country. So you could take out Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Charles Oakley. Like he gets all this. Dennis Rodman,
Scottie Pippen.
So all those guys are gone.
Gone.
Okay. Orlando has some of the best gambling because there's Indian reservation land less than 50 miles away. So you could gamble on Indian reservation land. So that takes Jordan away again. Now that takes away Karl Malone. That takes away Ewing, Iverson.
It's over. They would not have made it. It would not have been anybody left. They would have all been out. They'd have had to just, and there would have been some COVID cases.
It would have been a 2-on-2 tournament. It's what it would have turned into.
Hey, it'd have been John Stockton and Jeff Hornacek versus Steve Kerr and Joe Bushwick.
John Paxson.
Hey,
and Luke Longley.
hey, for real.
Oh God.
Hey,
On all seriousness though, it started before the bubble, right? Because how long was the layoff between when the season ended and the bubble started?
Yeah, they had a little bit.
Layoff.
They had a little bit of time.
It was like 3 or 4 months. So LeBron.
Oh God.
Think about the dudes that should have won that didn't win.
Yeah.
Like Kawhi and Paul G. They wasn't in shape, man. I bet you more than anything else. Them dudes, there wasn't no chemistry. They ran out of gas.
Yep.
Them brothers from Denver with that high altitude, you know what I'm talking about, Jay? They were in, they were down on the low end now. They was running forever. They didn't care. They ran into the Lakers. The Lakers was in shape. LeBron had that discipline. Jimmy Butler almost made it.
Almost.
And right after he when he bent over on the side under the bucket like that,
He was done.
that was it.
He was done.
He was done. So it was
He's
the
done.
fitness. Think about them same cats. Got 2-3 months off, and then you supposed to restart them back up in the bubble. They wouldn't have made it, bro. Sean Kemp definitely he'd have blew a knee out. You know, he wouldn't have been in. Nobody would have been in shape except Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and Kobe would have been the other guy that would have been fine in the bubble.
True.
R.I.P. You know who wouldn't have been fine in the bubble? Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh God, no.
Fine in the bubble.
No.
He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it.
You know who would have been good in the bubble? Hakeem Olajuwon would have been good in the bubble. He would have been good in the bubble.
Now, those Rocket teams may have been okay, but at the same
Rockets might
time,
have been all right because they were a team. Like them guys really like each other. You know who wouldn't have made it in the bubble? Vernon Maxwell, because Vernon Maxwell was
no.
crazy.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
Vernon Maxwell would have been fighting everybody.
Everybody.
Giving you buckets and then trying to punch you in the face. Like Kenny, America, if you ever have time, listen to Kenny Smith tell stories about Vernon Maxwell and Michael Jordan. That's some of the funniest stuff you've ever heard about how Vernon was like, I just do this, not gonna disrespect me like that. and then Mike would talk to Kenny because they were teammates, and Mike would go, "What's wrong with him?" And Kenny would go, "Look, it's Vernon, dude. Like, I don't know what you want me to do." So shout out Vernon Maxwell, one of the great characters of all time, and another guy that was a walking bucket. He was legit.
Yeah.
Just that temper was
Mad
Vernon
Max.
Maxwell would not have made it in the bubble. I can tell you that right now.
No,
So-
he wouldn't have made it.
So I mean,
I don't know what
I
Scotty
think
was
we did
talking
it.
about, man.
Yeah, I it's
Uh-oh. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Jay?
How about now? You good?
Yeah.
Hey, that was my fault. So nonetheless, we're really there with it, and I feel like shout out to LeBron and the Laker Nation.
Yeah.
We like to apologize on the show. When we're wrong, we're wrong. That's
We're
the one
wrong,
thing
yeah.
we do on this show that nobody else seems to do in the rest of sports. So LeBron, all the Laker fans, and everybody's listening to this show, I apologize. But I want to shout out my boy Hibby because he did call. I didn't tell you this, Chris. He called me and he said, "All right, so what do you think?" I said, "Listen, I said Lakers in 6." So I'm sorry, Chris. I actually did say that. And you can
It's
call
okay,
me.
dude. Like,
So I was smart enough to go, yeah, now that I see it, I think the Lakers are going to win in 6. So I just want to let that also be known.
honestly, I was.
When I'm wrong, to jump on the right bandwagon, jump on that LeBron bandwagon. As soon as the Clippers didn't make it, I said, well, all right, looks like it's LeBron's. And,
I was hoping. Honestly, as a fan, I was hoping we were gonna take it, but like
shout out Jimmy Butler, man. I mean, that
he
dude-
put all he had. That was
That's a
all
guy
he
that-
had.
Have you ever seen Unc? You've been around the game a long time. You played against some of the all-time greats as well, too. Have you ever seen a guy make that type of come up in a loss? And how
No.
he is looked at now? because he
Oh,
was
yeah.
the most vilified person in all of basketball, and now
It wasn't him.
getting all sorts of love from all over the place.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. It's miraculous how, I mean, he was just bouncing around. It was kind of,
Yep.
it's almost almost like Dwight Howard, just bad situation after bad situation. He gets to LA, he falls back, takes that crazy one. What he signed, like $100,000 contract or something like that.
Like the league, it was the league minimum. The league minimum.
Wasn't no
And
money.
then he
didn't need it.
He's playing for a different reason at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's just playing for a championship. He wants to show the love of the game. I think that's what happened to Jimmy Butler. He got a bad rep. He just flipped out in Minneapolis. He went to the Sixers. They did all right, right? They did all right. He was on there when Kawhi got the bounce, right? Was he on there when Kawhi got the bounce?
I think he was, wasn't he?
Yeah. Kawhi, that was he knocked them out of Game 7. I want to come back to exactly what you just said, do you really think he flipped out? Or do you think that's the error? And this is why, because you played in the 80s, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think he flipped out? Or Jimmy's kind of the last of the Jimmy's only 31, so he's young even compared to me and Chris.
Right.
Did he flip out, or is it just him realizing, nope, these guys don't have it, and I'm going to do what I've been taught? Because he played with Joakim and Luau and Derek and them guys. That's who raised him, and he played for Tom Thibodeau. It's the same. He had the same coach in Minnesota he had in Chicago.
So let me answer that. Let me answer that actually. And I know y'all Chicago guys, but let me answer that.
Answer too, because it ties right into with him and Ben Simmons. Because it wasn't Joel Embiid that had a problem. It was Ben Simmons. So tie that in there as well too.
I'll go. I'm gonna answer it for you. Like, it shows that it wasn't him. It shows that all Jimmy wanted to do was work and win. Like he wasn't about all the pretty boy nonsense that was on the floor that Ben Simmons does, or Karl Anthony Towns, like showing up kind of if and whenever he wanted to and playing when he didn't, whatever. Jimmy just wanted buckets. Jimmy wanted to win. If that meant Jimmy had to score 10 points and get 9 assists and a bunch of rebounds, or if that meant Jimmy had to get 30 and 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Jimmy just wanted to win because he came from that Bulls team, which was like the last of like that hard-working, put your head down and work era.
Right.
He came from those teams where it was just, all right, bro, I don't care who got to score the most tonight. Let's just get this W so we can get done. And when you take that type of mentality, and it's the same way in the honestly, it's the same way in the workforce today. When you take an old school, let's just work mentality to somebody who just, all right, man, let's just go get this done. It seems like you're an asshole. It seems like you're trying to screw them over. It seems like you're against them. When actually, like, listen, I'm trying to do the best thing for you, and the best thing for you is you to get out here, put your feet on the ground, and work. Right. And when you take that to a lot of these kids today, they look at you like you got 5 eyes on your face. And it's not the same. So it comes to show, oh shit, we got like a couple minutes left. It comes to show it wasn't Jimmy Buckets.
No. Jimmy always brought that heat, that intensity. He was always good to hit that game-winning bucket. Even when he was on the Bulls, he would, if they called on him to shoot that last shot, it was likely that it was gonna go down for him. And then wasn't Wiggins on that team with him in Minneapolis?
There you go. Yeah.
Wiggins and a guy like Jimmy Butler cannot coexist on the same squad. It's just not going to happen. Wiggins, I don't know that young man, but it just seems like he don't go 100% ever. It's like he picks and chooses when he wants to, show flashes of greatness, and then he just know he could do it. So he don't even really go balls to the wall, where Jimmy's like, you got all that talent. We should be winning every single game. You should hit every shot. You should be jumping and dunking on everybody right now. And when he saw that, he said, I got to get out of here. So he went on a rampage. I think he was strategic in doing that. He was like, I'm cussing all y'all out. I'm going to make y'all trade me. And that's what happened. I think he did it on purpose. I don't think he had I think it was calculated on his part to answer your question, nephew.
Yeah.
I think it was
That I
calculated.
agree. That part I do, yeah. Because that's exactly, I think, what he said in so many words. He was like, I had no problems with them guys, but they didn't want to work. So, I mean, that's a great way to kind of cap this, because I think we can get these give me a minutes off in 8 minutes. So
I'll go first just to show you how it's done.
We're going
All you got to do is pay attention to this. We'll give it about a minute or so to say whatever's on your mind. I know we got 8 minutes left. I'm going to get mine in right now. So you just got to start off like this. America, give me a minute. Your GOAT drinks Sprite, married his high school sweetheart, and is an all-around good guy and builds schools for the community and make sure people go to college. My GOAT smokes cigars, plays golf, and will go out to 3 a.m. gambling and still drop 55 points on you. So we can kind of stop with the comparison. You can believe who's the greatest of all time or not. But I'm going to roll with my GOAT because, like I said, my GOAT can go play golf, go to the Garden, drop 55, gamble away $1 million, and then still marry a chick half his age and still have a shoe that's way better than your GOAT. America, that's been my minute.
Oh, see?
That was the shortest one he's ever done. He got right there. I can tell we are not drunk tonight. I can tell you that right now. That's the.
Hey, look. Hey, can I follow that?
Go ahead, man. All you gotta do is lead in
Wait.
with America. Give me a minute. That's all you gotta do.
All right. America, give me a minute. I need to talk about this LeBron James young man, all right? All right, just call me Unc, y'all. Just call me Big Unc, America. We're going to talk about LeBron James. First of all, he don't need a triangle to make him and all of those around him great, right? What's Michael Jordan doing without the triangle? Huh? When did Michael Jordan win a championship without Pip? Huh? This dude can take 5 cats from the Y and win a trip. He don't have to stay in the same spot. He don't need the same exact coach. He don't need that. Okay? He can do it no matter what you give him. He gonna figure it out. That's my champ. And look at where he at right now. They talking like he an old man. This dude's gonna play for another 5 years minimum. He keep his body better in shape than Kareem used to. He spends $2 million a year on his on his body. He might play it until he's 42. He's gonna break every single record on the books. All playoff records gonna be his. All right. He's gonna score more points than anybody. He's gonna have like number 2 and 3 in assists. He's gonna be in the top 10 in rebounds. Come on, man. Come on. And I'm gonna say it right now, America. He gonna get at least 6 championships, maybe 7, not 5, not 6, 7 rings. I'm gonna say it. Big Unc says LeBron's getting 7 rings before he retires. So there ain't gonna be no question, none, about who's the greatest of all time. That's it.
Wow.
I said it.
I got nothing.
So there's so many layers of that. And I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna touch on that on a different show because he went,
Yeah.
he made me smack my face 3 times. But that was poignant as a give me a minute I've ever heard. And I'm so glad we had him on the show. So I will do mine as my beautiful fiance just walked in. So mine will be short and sweet as well. America, give me a minute. I'm going to pivot away from basketball, and I'm going to reiterate something that I said on this show months ago, and I'm going to say it right now. NFLPA, Dak Prescott is your fault.
Oh.
We told you on this show what you needed to be fighting for. If anybody should have been playing football this year, it was you guys as the players to protect yourself from shit like this happening. It's the first time I've cursed, and it has nothing to do with Callie just walking through the door, because I love her. But it has everything to do with what happened to Dak Prescott.
Oh, man.
The inability of these players to not understand how you should be getting your money. Every other sport, all the players have their money guaranteed. Every player. Dak Prescott, yes, was going to make $31 million this year if he played every game because they get paid per check. Dak Prescott's short about $20 million and a long-ass rehabilitation. DeMaurice Smith, NFL players, presidents, way to go. Way to destroy one of your own. One of the good ones. One of the quietest, hard-working guys. And you know what? It could be any one of you next. So way to go. I'm not saying that we're the greatest podcast in the world. We know we're the best in Montana, because that's where we say Montana because that's where we're both at. So don't worry.
There was nothing else.
You at the crib, get the crib. Don't worry about it. But the bottom line is,
those I don't know what those are.
NFLPA. As I'm talking over Chris, as he's talking to his beautiful wife in the middle of my give me a minute. I told you, Unky, always be my give me a minute doing his personal stuff. But I'm gonna talk over it anyway. I'm not worried about it because I love ours. I'm telling you right now. Dak Prescott is on all y'all's heads. And if you guys don't get it together by 2030, I'm telling you right now, if I have a boy, he damn sure ain't playing football. He will be swinging golf clubs and baseball bats and shooting basketballs where I know at the end of the day, he's going to get paid for the work he put in to just get there. That's been my minute. It's your fault.
Right.
I had to go there. I can touch on that stuff you said later on, but what happened to Dak Prescott, I had to say that. And I had to reiterate that once again, we were right. How dare you be worried about weed in practice instead of making sure that you got your money? It just ties back into why we ain't doing endowments. Man, what a show.
Yes,
So
you brought the thunder, man.
America, you know what it's been.
Oh,
We got Big Up bringing the whole another third.
And now
He bringing the third eye intelligence.
I love it.
Big Up bringing in the third eye intelligence, folks. You need to wake up and pay attention. It is Big Game James Walton. I am the matter of fact, we're not going to the whole pseudo. I am C. Turner. I told you, we keeping it highbrow tonight.
We've been
so
good
I am
tonight.
C. Turner.
To give me a minute, so I think
Exactly. I'm C. Turner. That's Big Game Walt. That's Big Up. You can find us on Instagram. We may have a sponsor. Check us out on Instagram at What's Good America. Check us out on YouTube, What's Good America. Hey, follow us Wayne's J. Wayne's, goddamn, I am a little drunk.
Wayne's F, man, you might be a little drunk.
Wayne's, I'm a little drunk.
He got a little something in him. He got a little sauce in him over there.
Wayne's F Baby on Instagram. What's Good America on Instagram. What's Good America on YouTube. What's Good America on Facebook. Christopher Turner on Facebook. James Madison Walton III on Facebook. Chic Workwear on Instagram. Hell, David's Bridal on Instagram. Hit us up. It don't matter. All you got to do, you got any complaints, anything you want us to talk about, if you want to be on the show, whatever it is, hit us up. Let us know what's going on. We can't get better unless you tell us how we can get better. If you got a bitch, a moan, or complaint, keep it to yourself because I don't really give a damn. So, with all that being said, all we want to know is what's good, America?
What's good, America?
What's good? Yes.